So first one we'll do 22. All right. So, oh, these, it's tomorrow we're graphing. All right, you can still use the graph paper if you want, otherwise you can use regular paper. We are not going to graph these. We're doing, now whether it opens up or down. So we're telling three things. So for A, this opens down because it's negative. B, we want the coordinates of the vertex, and C is the axis of symmetry. Well, they're both the same thing. You've got to figure this out to answer both of them. So you got to figure out what negative b over 2a is. Well, what is the b in this equation? Nothing. So it's 0 over negative 14, which is 0. So that's actually the answer to C. X equals 0. Then to figure out part B, the vertex, remember this is your x, and then you got to plug that in to figure out what y is. 0.
Well, hold on.
So it's 3.
Yep, so you'll have 3 answers for each.
What?
Wait, are we doing 21 through 43?
2 times a is negative 14. Because remember, we got to find negative b over 2a. There is no b, so that's 0. 2 times a is negative 14. 0 divided by negative 14 is 0. Yep.
We're doing evens.
We're doing just the evens. So let's skip up to 28.
What questions are we doing now?
Even.
22 through 42, even.
Even.
22 to 40.
Even. Even.
Okay, on 28, this is up because it's a positive in front of the x squared. To find the next two, you've got to do this. Negative b. B is a negative 1. Remember, b is the number in front of the x. So negative 1 makes positive 1. Over 2 times a is 10. So that actually finds the answer to C. That's the axis of symmetry. They should have ordered these different, but what now?
Oh, wait, never mind. 2 times 5. Gotcha.
Yep, 2 times a is bottom.
I was confused.
So then the vertex is 1/10 over. Here's where you need a calculator. So you got to plug 1/10 into the equation. So you take 5 times 1/10 squared minus 1/10.
That worked so well.
So again, when you're doing this, put it in parentheses. You can't just go 1 divided by 10 squared because it'll just square the 10. So it's 5 times parenthesis 1 divided by 10 parenthesis squared minus 1 divided by 10. And we get negative 0.05. We can just leave it as a decimal. We don't need it as a fraction.
Shoot, that was 28.
Yep, that's 28. So there we did one without a B or a C. Here we just had a B, so let's do one with all 3.
34.
34, okay. So A, does it open up or down? Down. Then to answer B and C, we got to do this. X equals negative B would turn to 4 because it's a negative and a negative over 2 times A, negative 8.
Negative 2.
So X equals negative 1/2. 4 over 8 reduces to 1/2 and it's negative. So on the vertex, that's your first point, what we just found. Then you gotta plug that in to the equation. -4 times -1/2 squared minus 4 times -1/2 plus 8. So again, as long as you use the parentheses, you're gonna get it right no matter what calculator you're using. And we get 9. Okay, so that's what you do for all of them.